Do you ever feel like life keeps pulling your attention away, no matter how hard you try? It seems like distractions are winning and you can't do anything important. We'll look at Miyamoto Musashi's timeless knowledge and show you easy but effective ways to stay focused, deal with distractions, and take control of your mind every day in this video. Step 1. Wear a focus hat. It's not about the hat itself. Wearing a focus hat is a mental switch that tells your brain, now is the time to focus. Musashi taught that a fighter must be mentally ready for battle. Every move has to be planned. In the same way, putting on your focus hat tells your mind that you will not let distractions take over this time. The key is to be consistent. When you sit down to work, do something small to mark the start of your break. This could mean changing the way you stand, getting a certain pen, or even putting on a hat. This cue quickly becomes linked in your brain to a focused state of mind. Every time you do this easy thing, it gets your mind ready to focus almost right away. This is what Musashi did in his duels. He would clear his thoughts of fear, doubt, and other things that might affect him before every fight. In the same way, you need to shut down social media, emails, and other responsibilities before you start a task. Say to yourself, this is all there is for the next period. Your focus hat will keep you focused even when other things are tempting you. Making this a daily habit is important. Set a routine if you work from home, like a certain cup of tea, a certain chair, or a certain way to put your headphones on. Similar to how Musashi trained before a fight, these small events send an internal message to your mind telling it to focus. When you put on your focus hat, you are practicing discipline, telling your mind to pay attention, and creating a space in your mind where deep thinking can thrive. Step 2. Use the 10-minute rule. The 10-minute rule is very easy to understand and very useful. The plan is to only work on a thing for 10 minutes. Most of the time, learning to focus is the hardest part. You might feel stressed, uncertain, or occupied. You must know that there are various ways to reach the peak of a mountain, Musashi instructed. So, start where you are even if it's just a little bit, and you'll make progress. For 10 minutes, set a timer and focus on one thing only. Don't look at your phone, do other things, or be interrupted during this time. The number of times those 10 minutes turn into 30, 60, or even longer periods of uninterrupted work will surprise you. The key is to get past the mental block that keeps you from starting. By committing to a small time, you make the task seem less difficult, and your brain starts to work on it. Musashi got good at focusing by training for hours at a time in small steps. He didn't try to learn how to use the sword perfectly in one day. Instead, he practiced in structured, planned lessons, with each one focused on improving a different skill. In the same way, the 10-minute rule teaches us that attention isn't about how long you do it, but about being present and consistent. Add this rule to your focus hat routine. Put on your hat, set the timer, and jump right in. After 10 minutes, look at how far you've come and decide if you want to keep going. A lot of the time, energy will already be there, and your mind will stay focused on it on its own. This method not only stops you from putting things off, but it also teaches your mind to value control and attention. Step 3. Create a distraction download. To clear your thoughts, a distraction download records every thought, worry, or task that is taking your attention away. Musashi said that a fighter should study the enemy and know oneself, which means that they should think clearly. Your off-task thoughts are the enemy here. Writing them down pushes them out of your mind so you can focus on other things. Write down every thought, worry, or job that needs to be done in a notebook or on a computer. You don't have to judge or rank it, just write it down from your thoughts. Things like emails you need to answer, errands you need to run, personal worries, or creative thoughts could be on this list. By recording them, you are reminded of their presence without letting them take over your thoughts. This practice is similar to how Musashi fights. He would look at the battlefield, think about possible threats, and make a clear plan before a fight. In the same way, when you do a distraction download, you become more aware of the mental noise that can make it hard to concentrate. Trust is very important. Trust that you have written down these distractions and that you can deal with them later. Make this a part of your daily life. Do your distraction download for 5 minutes before you start working on something serious. When you're done, your mind feels lighter, like when Musashi goes into fight with a clear plan. You can focus on deep work with confidence when your mind is clear. You know that you won't forget anything important and that nothing else will get in the way. This practice teaches your mind to tell the difference between what's important and what's urgent over time. This makes it much easier to handle distractions. Step 4. Switch your location. The things around you can make it hard to concentrate sometimes. Musashi went on a lot of trips and practiced in a lot of different places to improve his skills and ability to change. Moving from one place to another can also clear your mind and help you focus again. If you get sidetracked at your regular desk, get up and move around. You could go to a park, a library, a quiet cafe, or even just a different room in your house. Changing the view cuts down on usual distractions, wakes up the mind, and helps it focus again. Your brain connects new places with new habits, which helps break the cycle of thinking without thinking. Musashi knew how important it was to be able to change. As a samurai, you couldn't be set in your ways. You had to change your strategies based on the situation. When you get rid of predictable distractions and add new things to your surroundings, you can focus better in real life. Small changes, like changing the lighting, clearing off your desk, or turning your head in a different direction, can help you focus. Changes of place should be done with the focus hat and the 10-minute rule. Set a timer, move to a new spot, and wear your hat. Then notice how your mind feels lighter and more aware. Over time, you'll learn how to use cues from your surroundings to help you concentrate, just like Musashi used his surroundings to help him win fights. Just moving a few feet can have a big effect on your ability to stay present and fully involved. Step 5. Listen to focus sounds. Sound can either take your attention away or help you focus more. Musashi liked movement and rhythm because he knew that a samurai's mind had to stay calm in the middle of chaos. These days, focus sounds, like instrumental music, white noise, or nature sounds can help you pay more attention by creating a mental beat. Pick things that don't need your attention. The goal is not to have fun, but to keep your mind from being interrupted. Some people feel better when they listen to classical music, lo-fi beats, or the soft sound of rain. These sounds prevent outside noise and interior chatter from getting through like a wall. Musashi trained a lot by paying extra attention to small things like the swish of a sword or the step of an opponent. By paying close attention, he improved his abilities. Focus sounds work the same way. They train your mind to stay in one stream of attention. Over time, these sounds will become linked to deep work in your brain, which will help you get into flow states faster. Try out different levels for the sound. Music in the background can help some people, but it can be very loud for others. Making a choice is important. Don't use words or arrangements that are too hard to understand or that might be distracting. You should use your environment's sounds to help you concentrate, not for fun, just like Musashi did when he trained with purpose and discipline. Focus sounds become a sign that your mind is ready to focus, cutting through the noise of everyday life when you use them regularly. Step 6. Practice the one-touch rule. The one-touch rule says that you should only touch things or chores once. In a world full of distractions, going over decisions, emails, or chores over and over again breaks up your focus and wastes mental energy. Musashi believed in taking strong actions and once said, "Do nothing that is useless." Every action and thought you have should help you reach your goal. If you want to focus, this rule says that when you start a job, you should finish it and then move on to something else. Don't think about things you haven't done. For emails, answer right away or set a time to do it later. Write down your thoughts and then let them go. The rule cuts down on brain clutter and boosts productivity. Musashi's fights were very important. He didn't pause or think too much. Every move he made was planned. In the same way, following the one-touch rule cuts down on doubt and hesitation, which are big sources of distraction. When you finish an activity, your mind is free to think about the next important thing. Set this up by making a way to keep track of your thoughts and tasks. Get a notebook or digital planner ready so you can take notes quickly. When an action comes up, take care of it completely. Finish it, give it to someone else, or plan it. Musashi's mindset is reflected in this methodical approach. Every action is planned, deliberate, and carried out with great accuracy. Your mind gets better, your focus grows, and the things that distract you in life lose their power over you over time. Step 7. Set a progress timer. A progress timer is a way to track your work and keep you motivated. Set times, like 25 or 50 minutes, and promise to focus on nothing during those times. Write down what you get done in each session. Musashi always looked at his own methods, strategies, and results to see how much he had grown. In the same way, keeping track of progress helps you stay focused by making your accomplishments real. This action fights the idea of being productive. Even if you feel busy, it's easy to lose focus if you don't keep track of your progress. Using a timer makes things clear and urgent. At the end of each lesson, take a moment to think about what you did. This thought makes me more disciplined and self-aware, which are both very important for staying focused. Wear your focus hat, start with the 10-minute rule, do a distraction download, pick a place to work, use focus sounds, and follow the one-touch rule. Then, use the progress timer. The last piece is the timer, which sets up an organized framework for steady, focused work. Musashi's life showed how important it is to practice regularly and carefully. He knew that mastery doesn't come from random bursts of energy, but from targeted, repeated work. By using a progress timer, you follow this concept by setting steps that can be measured and repeated. This will help you stay focused even when other things try to distract you.